Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, hey, look, if I was to randomly ask 100 professional guitar player instructors at some university or another, how many of them are likely to agree with me that Microsoft Excel is the best music theory tool ever? Most likely 0 of them, but they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, and I'm going to explain why Microsoft Excel is the best music theory tool ever. And I'm not just saying for the guitar, although it is particularly good for the guitar. In other words, if you're going to music theory school, in particular to learn the guitar, Microsoft Excel should be a mandatory course that you are taking. If it's not, I would recommend supplementing your education. We have some supplemental materials right here because we'll be working with Microsoft Excel. But if you're not playing on the guitar, it's still going to be a very useful tool, because you will note in music theory we have a lot of charts and graphs comparing different scales, comparing different intervals, shifting from different scale keys to scale keys, chords to chords. All of that is as transparent as can be in Microsoft Excel. Now, note, some people are going to say, well, Microsoft Excel, that's not high-tech enough. We're going to music school here. This is the modern era. We've got way cooler software than just an electronic spreadsheet like Microsoft Excel. We've got database programs. And I note that I am an accountant. I'm partial to Microsoft Excel, but I have also run into the same argument with database programs when working with things like QuickBooks and other database programs, which are great. I use them all the time. But when teaching accounting, those programs are not always ideal. Why? Because they're designed to give an input, and then the input's going to give a particular type of output. You don't see what's actually happening. You don't see the connection. It goes into a black box and magically shows you, quote, the answer, end quote. What we don't want oftentimes when learning a system is simply the answer. We want to see the connections. So you can think of that as basically a 2D kind of worksheet, like a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, which can then be turned into, like, you can think of like a 3D thing that's going to have that black box, that conversion of a database system. Similarly with music theory, I want to be able to map out. I want to be able to see side by side one scale versus another scale, one chord versus another chord. I want to be able to look at the connections, the differences between the two, manipulate the cells, all of that perfectly done in Excel. All right, so let's get into it, noting that we have a grid or fretboard format. So with the guitar in particular, Excel is great. Why? Because the fretboard is, of course, a spreadsheet type of format. Now, I'm going to get into kind of why basically there might be some aversions to using Excel. Obviously, I'm biased. I'm an accountant. So you can claim that maybe that I just like Excel because that's what I know. That's a valid argument. But I really believe that looking at it objectively, Excel is an excellent tool, in particular for the guitar. And I think some people just, they kind of don't want to think that math is or music is so logical. It's so symmetrical, you know, that you can map it out on a grid, on an Excel worksheet, because that kind of maybe takes the magic out of it a little bit or something. But it is all perfectly logical and comparable and can be analyzed like a spreadsheet, like debits and credits, basically. That's the way it's all ratios, you know. But in any case, notice that when we look at the guitar, when we're playing the guitar, it's facing this way. So we've been arguing in prior presentations that we would like to represent our video presentations as though we're playing left-handed, so that when we're playing, it's on the same side as our body as the video presentations. Similarly, we argued with our worksheets, which we're going to mainly be building in Excel, I would like to have the low or heavy E string on top. Noting that's not exactly how it would be if you were to look at the guitar physically, because if I was to look at the guitar this way, notice it would be flipped around. The neck of the guitar would be flipped the other way. If I flip the neck around, normally the heavy string would not be on top. It would be the high or the high E string in pitch. So what we've done here is we took the mirror image of the guitar, So the heavy E string is on top, and that would be as though we took this guitar and just imprinted the strings, just put the strings on the screen. So that's what we have here. So I would like to mirror this format in a worksheet similar to this one up top, which is mirroring the fretboard. And notice how well that works. It maps out like 1-to-1. Here are the frets, and then basically the different strings, and then here are the lines and the boxes. It's just perfect match to line things up. I don't think there's any better software out there. You got cool software where you can see the strings and this and that. That might be some aesthetically better to some degree, but if you're trying to map things out and you want to put something in the boxes, such as the note names, or such as the mode names, or the interval relationships, and color code the boxes and all that kind of stuff, nothing is better than a spreadsheet. All right, Excel's natural grid format mirrors the structure of the guitar fretboard. So again, a lot of people they just don't like to think that it's a spreadsheet that your fingers are on. They don't want to touch a spreadsheet. That's like real work. But dude, it's a spreadsheet. So rows equal strings and columns equal frets, allowing for 1-to-1 mapping of notes to a location. So easily maps on perfectly, 1-to-1 relationship. No need for custom software. The fretboard is already a spreadsheet. So you might think you can do better. We can come up with, some programmer can come up with some better thing, but it's not better, because as soon as you put it into a database, you hide what is happening